Welcome to the award ceremony for the 2020 Norman E. Borlaug Award for Field Research and Application, endowed by the Rockefeller Foundation, or as we like to call it, the Borlaug Field Award. Today, I'm speaking to you from the Borlaug Ballroom in our Hall of Laureates here in Des Moines, Iowa, a room created in honor of Dr. Borlaug's memory. It is a fitting location as we present this year's Borlaug Field Award to someone who is truly carrying on the legacy and intention of Dr. Norman Borlaug. Since this award was created in 2011, with the generous support of the Rockefeller Foundation, we have accumulated a rich history of award recipients for this prize. Our Borlaug Field Award recipients have included a champion of gender-supportive activities within the global agricultural research community, a pioneer of extension services and microloans to smallholder farmers in Rwanda, an innovator in soil science to the benefit of environmental health, and a trailblazer framing the Mexican government's sustainable modernization of traditional agriculture initiative. The 8 previous recipients of this award have made crucial contributions to science and the state of food security around the globe. They are young professional leaders in the struggle to feed the world. And it's our great privilege to shine the spotlight on their accomplishments. For nearly a decade prior to my joining the World Food Prize Foundation and within my former organization, I worked with diverse stakeholders and African leadership to manage the spread of aflatoxin in food and feed in Africa. I still remember hearing the announcement of the 2013 recipient of the Borlaug Field Award, a young woman pioneer working to reduce the harmful impacts of aflatoxin. I was so very proud. This year, we honor another exceptional woman for her unparalleled work, providing veterinary research, outreach, treatment, and education to thousands of small-scale farmers with livestock. Here with us today to announce this year's recipient is the chair of the Borlaug Field Award selection jury, Dr. Ronnie Kaufman.
When the Borlaug Field Award was established in 2011 by an endowment from the Rockefeller Foundation, we dreamed of a cohort of individuals who would have the same spirit, passion, and drive as Dr. Borlaug. Today, as we announce our 9th Borlaug Field Award recipient, I'm truly honored to say that we've accomplished that goal. This year, we honor a woman for her innovative model of providing veterinary outreach, treatment, and education to thousands of small-scale farmers in Bangladesh. She founded the Model Livestock Institute, Bangladesh's first vocational training institute, to educate hundreds of livestock service providers and create sustainable employment opportunities, especially for women and youth. She also founded the Model Livestock Institute Veterinary Hospital, which was the first non-government outdoor veterinary hospital in Bangladesh. She's now served more than 5,000 farmers. She then founded the Model Livestock Advancement Foundation to broadly promote rural development through livestock health. She has an immense portfolio of projects she designed to empower women, educate farmers, the public, and address food security. One example is her One Health program, which has trained 5,000 students and 200 butchers on foodborne diseases and zoonotic disease transmission. Another recent project trained 100 women smallholder farmers in goat husbandry and connected them to markets and wholesalers for their production. More recently, she's providing new assistance during the COVID-19 pandemic, when lockdown conditions made it difficult for farmers to get a continuous supply of livestock feed. She leapt into action to provide feed supplements. She also started the Safe and Green Bazaar, which collects and disinfects animal products from farmers whose supply chains were disrupted. Then delivers those products to consumers who order online. This is just a sample of what impressed the selection jury about her accomplishments. Our recipient daily answers Dr. Norman Borlaug's call to take it to the farmer. while working toward a sustainable livestock sector that contributes to a food-secure and poverty-free Bangladesh. She positively impacts and inspires the women veterinarians, smallholder farmers, and young entrepreneurs who have benefited from her life's work. Congratulations to the 2020 Norman E. Borlaug Award for Field Research and Application recipient, Dr. Salma Sultana. Dr. Sultana, we're so pleased to welcome you to this cohort of young professionals who are leading the way for a hunger-free world.
The 2020 recipient of the Norman E. Borlaug Award for Field Research and Application, endowed by the Rockefeller Foundation, is Dr. Salma Sultana, founder and chairman of the Model Livestock Advancement Foundation. She's recognized for her innovative model for providing veterinary outreach, treatment, and education to thousands of small-scale farmers in Bangladesh. Dr. Sultana's passion for veterinary medicine led her to Chittagong Veterinary and Animal Sciences University in Bangladesh, where she received her Doctor of Veterinary Medicine in 2010 and a master's degree in pharmacology in 2014, one of the few women to do so. As Dr. Sultana began her professional career, she realized the significant gap between the availability of and demand for livestock treatment in the rural and para-urban areas of Bangladesh. She observed that farmers often do not have access to trained veterinary practitioners and affordable treatments. Farmers therefore frequently call on untrained village doctors or treat animals on their own. This leads to unsuccessful treatments, high mortality rates, and the improper use of drugs, such as antibiotics. To address the struggles faced by small-scale livestock producers across Bangladesh, Sultana founded the Model Livestock Institute in Dhaka in 2014. The first of its kind in the country, the Model Livestock Institute is a vocational livestock training center created to educate quality livestock service providers. Their efforts to date have produced more than 500 youth entrepreneurs and 100 livestock service providers. Realizing the profound need for emergency veterinary services, Dr. Sultana next founded the Model Livestock Institute Veterinary Hospital, the first non-government outdoor veterinary hospital in Bangladesh. Sultana's operation offers multiple services, including treatment, surgery, and vaccinations of livestock, pets, and birds, farm visits, and more. The hospital includes laboratory facilities and developed VetShiba, a call center and online service that farmers can use to speak directly to experts or be connected with a health provider in their area. In the last 5 years, the hospital has provided animal health support to more than 5,000 farmers. In 2016, Dr. Sultana founded the Model Livestock Advancement Foundation. The foundation's mission is to promote rural development through focusing on women's empowerment, farmer awareness, animal rights, and food and nutrition security. The wide variety of efforts championed by Sultana, from veterinary care and research to farmer outreach and public education, have enjoyed immense success and improved the lives of thousands of individuals through employment, empowerment, and improved nutrition. These achievements have not been easily won. As a woman in a male-dominated field, operating in situations with less than adequate resources, Sultana has encountered numerous obstacles, shown great persistence and innovation, and demonstrated exemplary accomplishment in her efforts to overcome the food security challenges in her country. The World Food Prize Foundation is honored to announce Dr. Salma Sultana as the worthy recipient of the 2020 Norman Borlaug Field Award.
In the name of Almighty, the most gracious, the most merciful. At first, I would like to congratulate you, Ms. Barbara Stinction, on your selection as the President of World Food Prize Foundation. I am delighted, honored, and humbled to accept the 2020 Norman Borlaug Award for Field Research and Application. I must say, I am really thrilled about receiving this award. Honestly, in this critical moment, as we are passing through the COVID-19 pandemic, receiving this prestigious award is showing the way forward by overcoming frustration. I hope the whole world will be able to overcome this disaster very soon. I would really like to thank Dr. Norman Borlaug for his lifetime work to feed the hungry world. I believe his life is an inspiration for all of us to follow. I also want to thank the staff of World Food Prize Foundation, the Rockefeller Foundation and Award Committee for their hard work, dedication and giving me this great honor. I too would like to thank my two endorsers, Professor Dr. Niti Chandra Devnath and Dr. Johul Islam for their support letters and the nominator, Dr. Kanis Fadama. I would definitely like to thank all the farmers and workers who have worked tirelessly to produce the food so that people can curb hunger. I would also like to thank our Prime Minister, Honorable Sheikh Hasina, for her determination to empower the women in Bangladesh and giving emphasis on the agriculture sector. I have started my activities with self-funding, so due to the economic crisis, it wasn't possible to recruit the necessary manpower. So the few of us who worked there had a lot of work to do. My younger sister Salma Sultana is one of them. I really appreciate and thank her and all of my colleagues. I also thank my family members, friends, teachers, and well-wishers for always supporting me. And of course, I express my gratitude to my parents. They allowed me to work, and their efforts to empower daughters inspire me a lot. By receiving this award, makes me reflect upon the activities of my past. I am just giving a little overview of my life in a development sectors. Nearly 8 years ago, after finishing my graduation on Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, I have started working as a field veterinarian. While working there, I saw a different area, a different community and its impact on the livelihood. I have noticed that farmers rear animals in a traditional way, unaware of scientific methods of farming. In field, there was a lack of adequate professionals, so farmers treat animals on their own or by the quack doctors, and they don't have proper knowledge. They use unnecessary antibiotic at any diseases. That is costly and also create antibiotic resistance problem. These things made me worried a lot, and I thought that I would, rather than going to the abroad for a research career, I could do lots of things here in country context, and that could be a great career for both my own satisfaction and also by my contribution to the community people to change their life, which is why I gradually started to develop my different career. The journey to establish my organization, Model Livestock Advancement Foundation, wasn't one without difficulties. In the context of developing countries, I also had to go through a lot of unsmooth and challenging paths, faced a lot of obstacles and is still facing. In our society, people don't want to accept something new and different easily. So when I just crossed the university boundary and took such initiative at an early age, that too couldn't be easily accepted by the society. All sort of sarcasm, ridicules and opposition were made. Being the first female vet entrepreneur in Bangladesh, a class of people tried to resist me very hard because there is still no gender equality at all levels and women are underestimated. Sometimes I became so upset, but I didn't listen to them because I was functioning with my dreams. I working day and night, building my dream to reality, hoping not to crumble in the middle, and told myself not to give up. In conclusion, I just want to say it has been very rewarding for me receiving this honor and to be a member of World Food Prize Foundation. My great hope is to continue my work to build a hunger and poverty-free world. And if we get potential collaboration and support, we can greatly expand our activities. Thank you very much.
It's a great honor to be addressing you all today for the announcement of the Borlaug Field Award. The Rockefeller Foundation has a long history with this prize. First, I want to extend my congratulations to Dr. Salma Sultana for her extraordinary accomplishments in expanding veterinary services to smallholder farmers in Bangladesh. Her work has been essential in addressing protein needs and nutritious diets and expanding the economic potential of farmers in the region. Some of you may know that the Rockefeller Foundation created the Borlaug Field Award in 2011 to honor Dr. Norman Borlaug, whose early work in Mexico was supported by the foundation. The award recognizes highly accomplished scientists and researchers early in their careers who emulate Borlaug's own innovation and dedication to agriculture and food security. Founder of the World Food Prize and father of the Green Revolution, there is perhaps no one who has contributed as much to increasing food supply to feed the world's hungry as Dr. Borlaug. This year is particularly significant. It's the 50th anniversary of Dr. Borlaug's Nobel Peace Prize. On this occasion, I'm reflecting on the fact that I hold responsibility for stewarding the Rockefeller Foundation's food and agriculture program, which he really built. He set the example that is so central to the impact we hope to achieve today. Living up to his legacy requires that we learn from it. Our own history with the Green Revolution has taught us that the siloed approach to food security can have long-term, unintended ramifications. It is with this renewed vision and recognition of Dr. Borlaug's work that today we are working to nourish people and planet by A, improving not just food security, but the dietary quality of families across the globe. B, ensuring all people get the benefit of good foods that improve and protect their health. And C, that what we eat doesn't overwhelm the planet's resources, and that we really make sure food systems are resulting in improving the environment. As we've seen, the COVID-19 pandemic has given this work new urgency. The pandemic has exposed and worsened inequities across the world. As you all know, vulnerable communities are suffering the most, disproportionately losing lives and livelihoods. And the Rockefeller Foundation is working to drive an equitable, sustainable, and global recovery from COVID-19. As I look at the impact of Dr. Sultana's work, I know that she is living up to and advancing Dr. Borlaug's legacy and paving the way for the transformation we want to see. At just 31 years old, and with the added pressure of pursuing a path that is not typical for a woman in Bangladesh, Dr. Sultana has made an impressive impact. Having founded the first private veterinary hospital in Bangladesh, her work has supported the economic advancement of hundreds of farmers and increased nutrition security across the country. While extending her training to women in her community, she has also empowered more women to seek economic opportunity, leadership that is so critical to building equitable food systems. We hope her dedication inspires and energizes the next generation of leaders who will continue on this work of reducing hunger and poverty in their own countries. Congratulations again, Dr. Sultana. I look forward to seeing how you will lead the way in building the food systems of tomorrow.
Thank you for joining us for this conversation with our 2020 Borlaug Field Award winner, Dr. Salma Sultana. Today, I'm joined by Dr. Sultana and Dr. Elsa Morano, a member of the World Food Prize Foundation's Council of Advisors. Dr. Morano is the director of the Borlaug Institute for International Agriculture, a premier institution within Texas A&M University, which conducts development projects to lift smallholder farmers out of poverty and hunger in Asia, Latin America, Sub-Saharan Africa, and the Middle East. Prior to leading the Borlaug Institute, she served as Dean and Vice Chancellor of Agriculture and Life Sciences at the university before she was named to be the first woman president and the first Hispanic president of Texas A&M. Dr. Morano serves on multiple boards, including Hormel Foods Corporation, the Food Safety Net Services, and she serves as the newly appointed chair of the Board of Trustees of the International Livestock Research Institute, ILRI. It makes a perfect combination for her to be speaking with our awardee today. Dr. Morano, we're so pleased to have you join us to talk with our latest Borlaug Field Award recipient, Dr. Salma Sultana.
And welcome, Dr. Sultana. It's such a pleasure to meet you and to share in this incredible award that you're receiving, very well deserved. I wanted to start our conversation by asking you first and foremost, what professional or personal experiences in the past motivated you to pursue a career in veterinary medicine?
Thank you, Dr. Ilza, congratulating me, and thanks for your nice question. If I answer this question, so I have to go back to my early career. After before finishing my graduation, Dr. Veterinary Medicine, I never thought I will do work in development work or extension work. I thought I will do research work and will go to the abroad. Because in the university, I saw lots of faculty member and academician. They go frequently in abroad and do research work, and their future was really bright and brilliant. So I, of course, think about those kind of life and those kind of career. But after finishing my graduation, luckily I got a chance to work in a project in Bangladesh Agricultural University. So I started working as a field veterinarian, and then I saw lots of different area, lots of different community and their impact on the livelihood. And I really thought there is huge things to do here rather than going to the abroad. And that's why I changed my mind, and I started working and develop my own project here. And that's how I started a different career in Bangladesh.
Excellent, excellent. Well, can you tell us what researcher or scientist in veterinary medicine maybe inspired you or has inspired you throughout your career?
Yeah, when I got admitted in my university, Chittagong Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, then I came to know the background of my university. I didn't know about it, that my university was a project and it was a poultry farm. And after this poultry farm transformed to a veterinary college, and then this veterinary college transformed to a university. And behind this, there is a person who did a lot of work, a lot of research, and a lot of outreach, and tried to make people or government people that there is importance of the veterinary university in Bangladesh. So he was Professor Dr. Nitish Chandra Devnath, my mentor, my role model. Then when I known about the story, when my professor Dr. Nitish Chandra Devnath gave any space, I always listen to him. And sometimes when I passed through the academy, I saw him. And if we met, then my professor told, "How are you, my child?" And then I thought he might be never remember me or the other student, but he always told like, "How are you, my child?" So I inspired by him. When I started when I thought about establishment of my project, of my institution, then I shared with him. I talked about this gap and opportunities, and I shared my view of this community. So he inspired me. He appreciated, "Okay, child, you can do it. It's a better rather than going abroad." So he's an inspiration of mine.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, you have made tremendous strides in improving or helping to improve livestock and animal care through outreach for providers in Bangladesh. So I wanted to ask you, what are some of the biggest problems that are yet to be addressed?
Actually, in Bangladesh, people are not so much aware about the scientific method of farming. They used to their traditional practice, and you will surprised to know that still now our country, lots of farmers rear their animals in a captive condition. We have no pasture land, and the cattle born in a dark room and dried or sold from this dark room, and they are always in a tie in their thought. So our animals are not productive because the environment is not productive, and there was a not good practice and good heart health management here. And if you and you will be surprised to know that our farmers try to feed our cattle rice, but it's not the feed of usual feed of cattle. They give rice instead of grass. So even more another thing, when the cattle and their farms animal are became ill, they went to the dispensary and bought some medicine, and they tried to cure them and treat them own. But it will not always curable, and it is costly, and sometimes animal diet due to our medication and mispractice, malpractice, and it also creates the antimicrobial resistance. So I saw that there is huge gap to adaptation of the modern technology, scientific method of rearing, or regulation of using antibiotics. That is the problem still we are going through.
No, very, very, very good. I understand completely. Well, tell me, certainly I will say to you that you are a role model for young women in the field. I wanted to ask you then, as a woman, what were some of the challenges that you have faced in Bangladesh, working in the field, trying to help these farmers the way that you have?
Yes, definitely. There is a lot of obstacles and sarcasm I faced because in our society, female are not actually working in a as a field veterinarian, or they do not work in a field practice. They do not work in a field. They go to the abroad, do some PhD work, research work, or in a government job they join, and sometimes they do some. Very few of them do the pharmaceuticals job, but in extension work, and there is very few women, and it of course depend on the mentality of our peoples or our rural areas, because they thought female are not capable to do this kind of job. Even employers also thought that female are not good for this veterinary job. So this is disappointing. And when I started my journey, and it's about, I was in 24 or 25 years old, pretty young. And then people thought, this is a young lady and the female, so how can they serve us? How can they give the effort to us? And I also go through this gender discrimination because here is also absent of gender equality at all level, and female are underestimated, and young people are also underestimated. So that was a challenge for me, but I set in my mind that this is my challenge, and I have to overcome, and once upon a time I will definitely overcome this challenge, and if I not, I will make a way or make an example, then others, other vet or other lady can go through this way. So I have started, and I settle in my mind, I have maybe I have to fight with these challenges for my long run.
Excellent, excellent, absolutely. Perseverance, very, very good. Well, tell me, how can the livestock sector, in your opinion, you mentioned about young professionals typically entering more the research area. How can the livestock sector encourage them to also pursue more the extension work, the outreach directly to farmers?
Yes, young professionals, just think about that. Their service shouldn't be also research level. Their service also should be in extension level, because I believe that research work is a outcome. extension work is outcome of research work, and there's a lot of opportunity in our country to implement or apply this research for development of the livestock production. And our young professionals just think about farmer needs support about modern technology, because if they grow well, they can feed us well. So we need good production, and so that farmers can be productive. If the young professionals become passionate or dedicated about the country and about their root, that our background was the farmers. We always came from the farmers background. So if we go to our root, so we of course we have to support our farmers. So extension, there is no alternative to do extension work, and research work is definitely along with the extension work. So of course, young personnel or young professionals should come forward to do some extension work for the development of the country, for development of the agriculture sector and livestock sector.
Oh, excellent. We need both, absolutely. Well, for my last question, Dr. Sultana, I wanted to ask you, here you are, the winner of the Borlaug Field Award. What does winning this mean to you? Does it change your plans, your future plans as you go forward?
You know that Dr. Norman Borlaug visited our country in 1999, and we, Bangladesh, are the direct beneficiary of his green revolution. The golden ray of his revolution touched our soil quickly after the liberation in 1971. And our father of nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, quickly responded this green revolution and applied to our agricultural revolution. So now we not dying in starvation. Once upon a time, we faced famine in 1943, 1944. Then people died of starvation. But now we are the fourth in rice production all over the world. So we are protecting our food. So I think now it's time to focus on the safe food production along with the food production. So, and the winning of this award is really mean to me. I spread of Dr. Borlaug's dream and his spirit and vision from generation to generation. And I also hope it will let me carry his dream to make a hunger-free world. So I also, after receiving this award, my focus will be production of safe food, and I actually work on food safety and ensure the nutrition for women, children, and the disadvantaged group, both human and animals. Thank you.
Well, excellent. Well, I want to thank you very, very much for the time that you've taken to answer these questions, and really for your work, which is incredibly inspirational. Congratulations again for receiving this important award, and I wish you continued success.
Thank you. I also thank to all of your board members, all Food Prize Foundation, Rockefeller Foundation, giving me such honor, and I really humble to receiving this award. Thank you so much from me and from my country, Bangladesh.
Well, thanks to both of you. What a wonderful conversation. And Dr. Sultana, you absolutely embody the intention of Dr. Norman Borlaug for this award. So thank you again for all your devotion and for your inspiration to young professionals in Bangladesh, but and young farmers and so many in Bangladesh and around the world. We're so looking forward to seeing what you do next. Thank you all for joining us to honor this talented individual as our 2020 Borlaug Field Award recipient.